Good morning. Welcome to your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. Seeing some cloudy conditions out there this morning. We'll see that start to break up. We do have a shower in the area. We are currently in a lightning advisory, but we're starting to see that shower dissipate as it moves off to the north and east. So that should clear out here over the next hour or so. But we do have an unsettled weather day ahead of us today as we get later in the day, with a good chance of seeing some showers and thunderstorms in the area. And the Storm Prediction Center does have us under a slight risk for some of those storms being on the stronger side. The main threat with the stronger storms will be some gustier winds. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we have a warm front that's slowly lifting through the area, kind of stalled over the area at the moment, but that will continue to push through. We'll see some clearing between that and the cold front off to the west as it approaches. That's going to bring us our chance for some showers and storms out ahead of that boundary as that pushes through. That's expected to push through as we go through the overnight hours, and then we'll see some clearing conditions as we go into the day on Tuesday, expecting a brief period of some high pressure building into the area. Current conditions this morning, we have a scattered deck around 3,000, broken at 6,000, broken at 10,000, and overcast at 25,000. We do have that shower in the area. We had those winds out of the south at 13 knots, temperature around 70 degrees, relative humidity is at 90%. If we take a look at the local radar, we can see that shower just to the south and east of the main base here, as well as the island. I have seen the lightning die down with this shower as most of the activity is built off to the east. And again, if we put this into motion, we can see that's pushing off to the north and east as we go through the next hour or so. We should see some all clear conditions back into our area. If we look at the current visible satellite, we can see again that cloudiness that is pushing through the air this morning, and we can see some breaks in the cloud between that warm front and the cold front off to the west. So that's going to allow things to destabilize a bit and help support some storms as we move into the afternoon. Looking at the short-term high-resolution model for today, starting off at 8 this morning. As we move through the day, again, see the shower push off to the northeast, and then we see a break in the activity. We'll keep a chance of a shower, possibly a pop-up storm in the area as we get past the 12 local time frame, but the bulk of the activity will start to push through as we get past the 1500 local or 3 p.m. time frame this evening and push through this late afternoon into the evening hours. And as we go through, again, we could see some stronger storms with the Storm Prediction Center giving us a slight risk for severe weather. The main threat will be those gustier winds with some of these storms, but again, these showers and storms looking likely, bringing another threat of lightning into the area for the late afternoon and continuing into the evening hours. Then as we get towards the midnight time frame, we'll see possibly a few lingering showers, maybe even some lightning lingering around. And then as we pass midnight, we should see things quiet down as the front itself pushes through, and we'll see some breaks in the clouds and clearing of the precip chances. If we look at the Euro to look at the next couple of days, again, as we start this midnight tonight, we see dry conditions as we go into tomorrow, expecting a dry and nice day tomorrow, and then going into tomorrow evening, expecting continued dry conditions. And then as we go into Wednesday, things looking mainly dry. Some indications of maybe a pop-up shower late in the day into the evening, mainly north of the area. And so expecting a dry condition overall, but we'll keep a very slight chance of a pop-up shower or storm in the area for our day on Wednesday. So if we look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, we do have the orange risk of precip and lightning in the area this morning, mainly due to those showers that are around the vicinity at the moment. We'll see that start to push out of here over the next hour or so, and then we'll be back to better conditions. And as those push out of here, we'll see some better conditions, and then again, we'll pick up that orange risk for precip and lightning, as well as those higher winds as we get into the late afternoon with that next storm chance. Expecting our high to get up around 78 degrees before those storms move in. Again, that will help destabilize things as we get some sunshine in the area. We'll see slightly breezy conditions, 9 to 14 knots out of the south, gusting up to 19 knots. And as we get past that 1500 local time frame, we'll see that better chance of showers and storms. We pick up a 20% or slight chance of a shower or storm after noon today, and then as we get past that 1500 time frame, bump up to about a 60% chance of seeing some thunderstorms in the area. We see those winds increase slightly out of the south, 10 to 15 knots. Could see those peak gusts up to 25 knots with the outflow boundaries of those storms as they push through. We'll see those temperatures start to cool down a bit, so we keep that wind at or above 25 knots orange until we go through the bulk of the precip activity, and do pick up a chance for some reduced ceilings and visibilities as we go into the evening time frame. And as we get past 20 local, we'll see a drop down to yellow conditions for precip and lightning and those reduced ceilings and visibilities. Back to green for winds that are above 25 knots. And then going through midnight into the morning hours of Tuesday, we'll see things start to clear out of here, and we'll see clouds start to break and see temperatures cooling down to around 61 degrees. But we'll keep those winds slightly breezy, but they will be shifting out of the northwest behind that front at around 7 to 12 knots, gusting up to 17 knots to start our day on Tuesday. Right now, tides are running about a half a foot above normal. If we look at the next couple days, Tuesday, we'll see a partly cloudy day with a slight breeze as we go through the day, but expecting that to stay below the wind advisory criteria. We'll see a high around 78. Going into Tuesday evening, we'll see partly cloudy conditions and seasonable with a low around 63, green across the board for weather risk. And as we go into the day on Wednesday, we'll see partly to mostly cloudy skies, and it will be on the breezy side, so we have that yellow risk for winds at or above 25 knots. Otherwise, we'll see that very slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm popping up during the late afternoon or evening. Right now, it looks about a 15% chance, so not enough to put any risk color in there for the time being, but otherwise expecting a seasonable day with a high around 81 degrees. Well, that will wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.